Cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers, happy Friday to all of you. Friday, July 5th. Shout out to everybody watching Betting with the Bag, 3:30 here in San Jose, Costa Rica, 5:30 p.m. in Miami, where we'll be partying soon, 5:30 p.m. in Toronto, where I'll be all next week partying, and where next Friday you can catch us at the Wild Wing, King and Bathurst, Sonny Vega, Taylor Stevens, Al Mack, Maxwell Smart, Jansen Bonzen, PRC Publicist, Kobe Valentine, and others. Jeff Joseph. It's going to be magical. We're going to party hard. Jeff Joseph coming with his wife. Speaking of hanging out with his wife, shout out to our Vom Polo right now at the Delaware Sportsbook, watching with his wife. That's what makes a relationship last, capping together. Shout out to my guy, Vom Polo. There's Sonny Vega right now. Sonny Vega in the house. Man, I miss you, Sonny. I cannot wait to have some drinks with you, my friend. Is there anybody more fun to party with than Sonny Vega? I don't know. Yeah, you'd have to show me the person because I don't know them. Sonny Vega in the chat. What a great chat. Ty Clinton, Topset, Nut Flush, Allen, Court Wiley, Joshua Madfee, Ty Clinton again. DJ Big Boss going to be on the show in 13 minutes. Where is he going to be coming from? I have no idea. That's the magic, the creative brilliance of our DJ Big Boss. Oliver Couchman ready to go. Says, who's more likely to win, the Aces or the Mystics? It's a tricky cap. Mystics open as 2-point favorites. Now the Aces are favorites. We're going to talk about that game. We have Von Polo. There it is. Says, me and the wife, man. Safe Delaware Park Sportsbook. Now we chillin'. Man, Von Polo, what is your beautiful wife's name? Because I would love to give her a shout out too. You are a lucky man. You get off work on Friday, you go right to the sportsbook with your wife. I love you guys. Kevin Pine says, Hammer Knicks -5 Summer League. The New York Knicks are the favorites to now win the Summer League. We got Viper MB. We got Deer Slayer Ski. We got the Fight Analyst. My guy, the Fight Analyst. We have a Fight Analyst Play of the Day video coming up on this show. Coco Bongo says, almost beer clock. There's Anthony Mastronardi. Anthony Mastronardi will be partying with us Friday at the Wild Wing. Should we have picked a gorgeous place that's expensive? No. We pick a shit place with value that we can take over and run. Wild Wing. All right. Nutflush says, just a thought for Sunday with the Angels. After a long mental week. They'll want to pack up and get home. Rich G says, people must be hitting the Marlins team total over, moved a full run since the morning. Wow. Kawaktis says, the latest on the Kawhi watch. Sources say he's been consulting with the plant guy as well. Okay. Bricker Overland, not applicable. Doug Barnhouse. Sonny Vega said, I miss your smile, Jimmy. Respect my man, Sonny Vega. You've been gone for a while, and you are still such an enormous part of this show and the energy of this show and the feel and the vibe of this show. You make capping so much fun. You make life so much fun. You're everything I want to be in life, Sonny. You are everything that I want to be in life, my man. Neil Frank Sanga says, Mystics. Sanga liking the Mystics. Interesting. Senga, not afraid of that market move. Anthony Mastronardi says, yes, I'm the only one bringing their woman to Wild Wings. Hey, we have female cappers coming to Wild Wing. So don't worry about that, Anthony. I think we're going to pack that joint, man. A. Hilly says it's Friday time to get crippled, man. Get your cripple on. Henry Brown ready to go. Okay, well, let's get work. Ty Clinton parlayed Yanks and Jays. And my guy T says, my guy Alex Ramirez. Robbie Top says, my wife chases me with broom in hand when I get home. That's no good. That is no good. Okay. And Tease is there. He says, where are you chilling at, Von Polo? I love that. I love that shit. I love low baggers hanging together in all the cities, man. We're taking over. We don't die. We multiply. Antoine Seymour says, Delray in the building. Coco. Golf, man. 15-year-old phenom. Respect. There's Trevor Loudon. Trevor, I've been trying to find you on Twitter. I've been typing in Trevor Loudon with no success. I'm so happy that you're here. Trevor Loudon in on Friday. Love that. Trevor, can you hit me with your Twitter again? I mean, I'm looking through hundreds of the guys I follow, trying to find where you are. Okay, Ron Lotz, the only game I'm on so far is Baltimore first 5. Okay, so this is how we're working things. In 10 minutes, Big Boss is going to come here from where I have no idea. Big Boss is going to be capping those 2 late California games. Let's start rolling through the early games, and we'll do as much as we can. There's my guy, Noli Knows, representing Long Beach. Noli Knows in the house. And let's work like that. There's Jeremy Miller. I have not seen enough Jeremy Miller lately either. My guys. Also, I'm not doing shows next week, man. Not me. No. I'm going to be drunk all day. Slapping ass, calling people asshole for no reason. All right. Royals, Nationals. I'm on the over 10.5 at -103. Bookie Lover Q says Summer League. Bookie Lover Q, I don't have enough work on Summer League done. I had to film a couple things because I'm gone next week, so I had to film a couple things here. And then I did cap the CFL game. I was very, very busy, so I did not hit Summer League, and that's my apologies to you, Bookie Lover Q. You deserve a capper that can cap everything for you, and I've let you down. Molecular Ninja in the house says, what up, Jimmy? I'm going with overs, Jays. O's, over 10.5. Fading Sanchez and Buddy struggling with his command. Jays will hit like A's money line -145. Russell Gordy says, at Summer League right now, watching the show in Vegas. What a life. Russell Gordy, soon, and I promise you this, within 2 years, I say, this Summer League 2021, I'm going to be sitting right beside you at Summer League, drunk, calling people asshole for no reason and slapping ass. You know how I do. All right. Jeremy Miller says, being busy preparing for this baby. I pop in from time to time. Jeremy Miller, you will always be welcome with open arms. We love you very much. Wish you the best. And Chino says, you got the best job in the world. We're making it better and better and better, but it's only good because of these guys. Okay. Nolino says, nice, well-deserved break to me. Yeah, man, I'm pumped. All-star break. I'm pumped, man. Going back to Toronto. Going back to Toronto in the summer in the heat. The NBA champion. I mean, God, it's going to feel real good, man. Going to feel real good. Okay. Let's get to work. Antoine Seymour say Pittsburgh now. Okay, so Big Boss coming up in a minute here in 7 minutes. So Royals, Nationals, I'm on the over 10.5. I'm not going to do too much capping right now. I'm just going to sort of go over my plays, quickly look at market moves, bring on DJ Big Boss to go over those 2 California games, then bring in Donnie right side to kind of cap the rest of them. Viper MB says the Sloots will be out in Toronto, Jimmy. Oh, yes, they will. Yes, they will. We have a very multicultural city, and that gives us incredibly attractive Sloots. The best in the world, I would say. Okay, and let's keep going. Okay, Royals, Nationals, over 10.5 is my action. And I don't have time to go over, I'm just going to go over my plays right now. I'm not going to go over market moves. I'm not going to go over opening lineups. We'll do that when Donnie's here, and I'll do that with Big Boss in 7 minutes. Let's get to it. And Von Polo says, my wife's name is Kia. Kia, man, Von Polo is so lucky to have locked you down. And Kia, I want to give, from all of the low baggers everywhere, want to just wish you congratulations. We are all so excited about the young capper that you have created, and we're just excited. We're so excited for you. So congratulations, Kia and Von Polo. We have one child of the Lobag family, Lobagalin. Lobagalin's first birthday was a couple days ago, Q Peso's daughter, and we're excited to hear, Von Polo and Kia, what you name your daughter. Lobagalin is taken. But there's still some very beautiful, beautiful names with Lobag in it, and we can talk about them. But much love to you, Kia and Von Polo. We're all very excited for you. Okay, gotta stay focused. Gotta start rolling. Douglas Robinson said, Jimmy, will anybody cover you next week? There is not a lot to talk about. So on Friday, I have, because there's a full card on Friday, I have Ian Cameron opening. I have Drew Martin doing the late show. So Ian Cameron's doing the early show, Drew Martin's doing the late show. But Monday to Thursday, I'm not going to put anybody. What are you going to talk about? I'm not going to put anybody in that hellhole. If they want to have somebody come up here and talk about the home run derby and, you know, how clean their nutsack is, what their gooch looks like, and what else is there? I mean, there's not a lot to talk about other than gooch and taint. So, no, I'm not going to put anybody in that situation. Oh, low baguette, says John Gisoletta. Oh, low bagga, says Flip My Bick. I like this. Low bagga is nice. Low bagga. That's really nice. Low baguette is nice too, but low bag. That's very nice. Okay. Let's start rolling now. Sorry, I've been going, not getting enough work done because I'm pumped. Von Polo says, we love you, Jim. Me and my wife, Von Polo, Kia, and Lobaga. If it's a girl, because it might be a boy, and we need boy names too. I've got you guys forever and ever and ever. And there will be a time when you look over at Delaware Park, and I'm right there, going like that, and then slapping someone's ass, and then calling somebody an asshole for no reason. Okay, Baglow. Ooh, Baglow's a dope name for a boy. Baglow. Ooh. Coactus says, Lola Bag. Lola Bag. I don't know about Lola Bag. Baglow, though. Big Boss got it, man. Baglow. What up, Baglow? No, come on, not applicable. You're not trying. Lobago is flick. Lobago. I like Baglow, man. Baglow sounds gangster, man. You don't mess with Baglow. Tease is looking for you, Von Polo. Tease is looking for you. If there's anything I can do on this show, I need to. Can you look around right now? Von Polo, can you put your hand up in the air? That'll work. Von Polo, put up one hand in the air. That'll work. Lobagala. Tease is also with Lobagala. Okay, I like, Von Polo likes Baglow, so do I, man. Baglow's G'd up from the feet up, blued up from the shoe up, how I grew up. Okay, let's go. Royals, Nationals. I'm on the over 10.5. And it's still right there, but it's actually gone towards the under. You can now get the over 10.5 at a plus line. Plus 100 at Heritage, plus 102 at 5 dimes and Pinnacle. So a 5-cent move. There's a Grim Reaper in the house. Oh, Raphael's coming. Raphael says, that's my guy. Rafa says, Lobagdria and Lobagner. Okay, sorry, Rafa. I like Lobagdria. Lobagdria is pretty. The greatest ever said CFL. Yes, I did. Buy a bag. What is buy a bag? I don't know. Flick my Bic likes Lobagdria. Lobagdria is pretty. All right. Okay, Russell Gordon says, crazy got the dispensary in front of Thomas and Mack. You got to love halftime. Bam Bam Baglow. There you go, Gerald Martinez. Bam Bam Baglow. Oh, Baglow. Bam Bam Baglow. I like Baglow still because Bam Bam can work with Baglow. Bam Bam Baglow. I like it. There's my guy, East Fan Pork Chop. Bagala is DJ Big Boss. Bagala is nice. Lobagdria is very nice, Rafa. It's good work. It's very, very good work. Okay, Nutflush Islands. Thank you, Nutflush Island. I need you. And Flip Money says, Jesus, we need Loshak on a guest appearance on the chat. That's my birthday wish for the 18th. It is a sweet wish. Okay. Jungle Boy says, what are your ML picks for today? Yes. Big Baggish. Baggish is nice, man. Baggish is nice, dude. Baggish is nice. Baggish is dope, dude. Baggisha. Oh, Hyundai Baggins, says Shadow. Baggisha, man. Oh, Lobagini, said Jerome. Lobagini. Okay, how am I supposed to focus? Okay, Nutflush Island will get me focused. Oh, Baggisha, man. I like Baggisha. That might even be a little better than Lobagdria, man. Baggisha. Baggisha sounds hot. Okay, Nutflush Island says, I've been against Drew Pomerantz, and this can lead us into our guy, Big Boss, who's coming in right now. Says, but in this spot, I think he handles the cards. The cards are struggling with off-speed, so I think they will make him look good. And what we've seen already is a huge market move towards the San Francisco Giants. Okay, so we're going to bring in Big Boss right now, but let me just go over my place. I'm on the Royals Nationals over 10.5. I got it at minus 103. I'm on the Pirates team total over 4.5 and minus 128. I can see if I can get a better line, but I don't have time because we got to get Big Boss. We got to keep everything tight because it's going to go Big Boss, and then it's going to go over to our guy on the right side. Okay, Don Backlow the third. That's good. Von Paul said my wife said it's too hard to pick. Baggisha though. Baggisha is what I want. Okay. Sorry guys. End of my bet. Come on, not applicable. You're not trying. Okay, Baggisha, man. Bagisha in the house. Okay, so I'm on Pirates first 5 minus 110. I can quickly look and see if I can get better than that. Pirates first 5 minus 110. If I wanted Pirates right now, first 5, there's a minus 111 available, but everything else is minus 115 to minus 120. Okay, so I'm on those 2 spots there. I stayed off of Orioles versus Jays. It's 2 dumpy teams. Not that you can't find an angle, I just didn't. I'm on Red Sox Tigers over 10.5 at minus 120. Sadly, I had to take them at 11 when I made the bet about 20 minutes after the show ended, and that really upset me. And then I know that I just feel like Gin Rummy's on my shoulder going, upset. And then I would have to say, it's okay. Bagisha is on the way, and everything's going to be okay. Red Sox, Tigers, it's now 11 at plus 100. It's minus 108 at 11 at Bookmaker. So Bookmaker thinking it's going to go Bagaloo, says Todd. Oh, it's a boy. It's a boy. So Baglow, what up? What up, though, Baglow? Bagisha, says El Duque. Now that bag sounds like a bit of a stripper, but I like it still. Okay, Tease is giving up. Oh, no, Tease is giving up. Baglio is nice, Flip. Okay, then I'm on Rays first 5, under 5 at minus 130. I was only available at Bovada. There's 4.5s everywhere else. I expect that to be the same here. I'm on Mets team total over 4.5 at minus 124. And that's my 6 bets so far. I don't have a ton of bets on this card. Maybe that will change when we bring in our next guest, the creator of Baglow and Bagisha. I like Bagisha so much. Lebagdri I thought was it, but Bagisha is just nice. Is our guy representing Long Beach, California. We never know where he's going to be coming from. He is the light that shines through our darkest days. Our guy, DJ Big Boss. How you doing on this Friday afternoon?
Oh, what's up, Kyle? Reporting to you live from the luxury senior living resort, because I had to get up out the city after selling all those fireworks, man. Spin 2, get back 6, Me and Miss Catherine, we gonna make magic on this bed back here, Jimmy. So I'm just relaxing, man, just appreciating all my people. Hey, put it on your bag list to spend 4th of July in Compton, California, man. Talking about bananas with the fireworks. I'm talking about we sold everything out. People started around 7:30, still going strong all the way to about 12:30. So make sure y'all put that on y'all bag list. But what up, though, Jimmy? How you feeling today? Ready for vacation?
Man, I'm good, man. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I want to go to Compton? I would need somebody with me, though. I fear the bananas and the fireworks might scare me. And when I've been in LA, I find 10 and 11-year-old kids intimidating and scary. So, but I'm in. As long as you guys are with me, I'm absolutely in. There's our guy, DJ Big Boss. Not applicable, says with a gilf, I suppose. I didn't get the catch. We had some sound problems for the first 10 or 15 seconds. I heard a Miss Katrine. Can you tell me more about that? I might have missed what's going on.
Yes, sir. It is a gilfs, to be politically correct.
Nice.
Gilfs. Yes, I am here with Miss Catherine in this luxury senior living resort, okay? And bingo starts in about an hour, so I had to go ahead and get this in real quick. So since I'm nice and relaxed, man, I had a little time to go look over these games. So I'm going to jump right into the San Diego and the Dodgers. Now, last time I gave a Dodger play, it crashed on me. This team has been doing good, but I haven't been able to jump on the right edge of the sword. I keep getting stuck. But this one, they see San Diego as a Dodger fan. San Diego, we big brother to San Diego right there. So I expect us to take a little aggression out from the San Francisco game and get with San Diego pretty good. But looking at the numbers, okay, I'm gonna walk y'all through exactly what I look at, my criteria to cap the game. First off, I look at the consensus. Dodgers 81% on the consensus. Then I looked at the line move. Line moves in favor of the Dodgers. Then I look at the Dodgers in the power rankings. Dodgers number 1, San Diego 18. Look at the history of the two matched up. Dodgers 8-2 in the last 10. You look at which team has the better record. The Dodgers are 60-29. You look at who does the best in Series 1 of the series, and that's Dodgers 5-2 at home in the series in Game 1. Dodgers 5-2 over the last 7. Who has the better bullpen? Dodgers number 10. Who's hitting the best right now? Dodgers number 6, San Diego number 22. Dodgers OBP versus lefty, .326. San Diego's OPP versus lefty, .297. Then we take a quick look at the pitching. We got Kershaw 7-2. We got Lawyer 5-7. Kershaw's at an OBP of .271. Lawyer's at an OPP .321. Lawyer's coming off non-determined. He did a pretty decent job. Only gave up 1 run. Kershaw's coming off 7 innings, 7 hits, and 5 runs, but he's been winning. And in this one, I find value with the Dodgers on the run line, with the best you can get it. I don't know what it is out there right now. What it's looking like for it. What can I get for the Dodgers on the run line right now?
Get plus 100.
I'll take the Dodgers at plus 100. I find value in that. Good team. I'm trying to find a way to jump on the ship and make some money with them. And plus 100 is a nice spot. They do pretty well. I think they're like 40 out of 40 and 47 on winning on the run line. So I could trust the Dodgers back with the run line. I'll take that plus 100, Jimmy.
Cole Coleon saying minus 115. You can get it at a bunch of different places. Prices plus 101 at Pinnacle, plus 100 at 5 Dimes. It initially was minus 1.5 at plus 107, so there's been about a 6-cent move. Minus 105 at Bookmaker, minus 110 at Bet Online, minus 120 at Bovada. Yeah, Coco Bongo saying Lauer has very good numbers against the Dodgers. I have no problem with Lauer's last couple starts. You know, I don't know exactly what to do with this situation. I guess I feel like Kershaw is not on top of his game, and you're never going to get probably the line that you deserve in this situation. Should Kershaw with like a 3.3 ERA be a minus 200 pitcher? I don't know. The total's at 8.5. The Padres team total's at 3.5. And I think that 3.5 is pretty interesting. Cole Coleon saying, I don't know where they're getting plus 100. I just told you where you're getting plus 100, Cole. You're getting, I just got to go back to it was at Pinnacle. Okay, here we go. Minus 1.5 right now is at plus 101 at Pinnacle. It's at plus, it just moved to plus 100, so it just went down a cent. It's at plus 100 at 5 Dimes, minus 105 at Bookmaker, minus 105 at Heritage, minus 105 at Intertop. So there's a lot of spots there. Robbie Top says, look at Kershaw last 5 years. He will mow down this week San Diego lineup. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Alice Party says Kershaw and the Dodgers roll, Jimmy. I had them yesterday on the minus 1.5 and it paid very easily. Dave LA on Padres first 5 team total over or first 5 over the total. Let's take a look at what that total is first half. Here we go. First half, it's 4.5. But it's juiced to the over. It opened 4.5 at minus 120. I don't know. I'm hesitant to make a move on either spots right now. Chip Plyler says, what's taint play of the day? Our guy, Matt Randall, nursing a hangover. We told him to relax, my guy. Relax. I hear what you're saying. Guru Sports says, don't take Dodgers against a lefty. The Dodgers are starting to smash lefties. Their numbers are going way up. Rich G says, I like the Dodgers, but the price is always steep. At this point, I'm not going to make a move on this game. I'm not going to make a move yet, but I can totally understand you liking the minus 1.5 with the Dodgers. Do you have any more notes on that, or do you want to move on to the Giants game?
I did have that. Like I said, Dodgers versus lefties. OBP is 3.26. It's pretty good. And then you got San Diego. They don't do well versus lefties at all. 0.297. So yeah, definitely the bets are in favor of the Dodgers. And I like what David LA's talking about with the over. But the thing about this Dodger team is they so cat and mouse. Sometimes they come out hitting. Sometimes they 3-1 homer. Generally on the first game, I like to look at the total and take the total. But I just couldn't take the total on this. I said, I'm looking for a point to hop on these Dodgers. I should have been on with you yesterday, Jimmy, but yeah, I'm looking for a moment to hop on the Dodgers, and that's why I'm on it. I could definitely understand people passing on that, and in favor of San Diego, yeah, look at Lauer in this one. He's not a bad pitcher at all. He could pull off a win, but these Dodger bats and stuff is ridiculous. So I'm lean with the Dodgers today. But let's jump over to the next game, St. Louis at San Francisco. Now, after doing the same breakdown as I did with the Dodgers, things that stuck out to me is the bullpen matchup and the batting matchup. These two teams are kind of identical. The bullpen at San Francisco is ranked number 5. St. Louis, they number 6. Batting, St. Louis 23. San Francisco's 30, which is they're both pretty bad. And then I'm looking at the pitcher matchup in this one. You got Hudson, you got Pomeranz. Now, Hudson 6-4, Pomeranz 2-8. But Pomeranz 2-8 record, I don't think really reflects a lot of his performance right there. He pitched a lot of under games, kind of did his job, but games kind of got out of hand. So being that they both have a bullpen, I see a little volatility in this pitching matchup right here too. Hudson, it doesn't do well on the road. He gave up the most home runs, 7 home runs on the road. He's really not a really good road guy. This whole St. Louis squad is not really a road team. I was hollering at my St. Louis folks out there the other day, and they was telling me that they feel like the Cardinals are struggling with finding an identity since losing some of the players and stuff, and they still out there. So, and I just really don't trust them on the road at all. So San Francisco, they're doing really, really good, and I kind of still go back to the situation they had with Muncy and stuff, and they've been kind of fired up to try to do better since then. So here's a team that could take advantage of that. A lot of teams are, they're getting ready to plan this All-Star week coming up and all this stuff. Here's a team that's been playing behind. They starting to turn it over. Like I said, they 5-2 in the last 7, and they could use a couple quick wins to try to at least get them up to 500. Now, St. Louis is 19-24 on the road. San Francisco in game 1, 7-2 in their last game ones. So I expect San Francisco to win in this series as a whole, and they could start it with Pomeranz tonight on the mound. I'm taking San Francisco first 5 plus 105. I had it earlier at Bookmaker.
Yeah, I understand why you're backing San Francisco, and I wish I had done it earlier. San Francisco opening at plus 117. They're now at minus 111, a 28-cent move towards the Giants. Ron Loftus says I have to stay on the Giants until they lose now. Made me some cash last series. Yeah, made us a lot of money in that last series. They're playing good baseball. When did this movement happen? It opened at here at Pinnacle. It opened up plus 119 for the Giants at 2:30 yesterday. And then at 10 o'clock at night you could have gotten a plus 120. Not true. Sorry, 9:56, and then some big bets came in within 14 minutes. It was plus 105. Plus 105, and then they became a favorite this morning at 8 a.m. The value would be on the Giants at plus 117. I like that. We already heard our guy Nutflush Allen liking the under in this spot. Roster Diamond saying San Francisco, Toronto, 2 hottest offenses in the last week. Who would have thunk it? Not Political says ride a hot team. And there's our guy Mikey D in the house. Says all arms on deck, so factor that in your capping. Dom reaches on the Dodgers in the under 8.5, and Big Ragu talking about the big market move on that game, and Dave LA on the Cardinals. Just it's a funny time of year right now, and I just a little uncomfortable to make a move on anything. Going back to Ragu's call on the Dodgers. This is the Dodgers lineup: Taylor, Verdugo, Turner, Bellinger, Muncy, Hernandez, Garlick, Barnes, Kershaw. Lately I've been looking at these Dodgers lineups and they just don't look nearly as strong as I thought earlier. We have confirmed lineups with the Cardinals, Giants. For the Cardinals, Edmund, Martinez, DeYoung, Goldschmidt, O'Neill, Fowler, Wieters, Wong. Wong's playing so bad this year. That's a weak lineup. For the Giants, Belt, Posey, Sandoval, Dickerson, Longoria, Crawford, Pilar, Panic. I would back the Giants I would back them for sure, but I'm not going to back them at the end of a 28-cent move when they become the favorite. As a home dog, they seem very appealing, but not like this, and not minus 110, which is pretty much where you're going to get it. So what is your official play on this Cardinals-Giants game, Big Boss?
When I looked at it earlier, I had the first 5 for the Giants plus 105. So yeah, I'm looking to get in and get out on that one. I don't want to linger around. One thing that I noticed about San Francisco in their last games is that they score a few runs. They probably averaged about like 2.5 or so runs in the first 5. So I expect them to, at home to unleash the bats early and at least get out to a start. And I want to take them on money line plus 105. Also, to note, I was leaning over on this game, leaning under on this game big time too, just like someone mentioned in the chat. The stats on the pitchers, they're almost identical, just like they right by each other with the bullpen and the batting. In the last 3 right here, both of them worst game gave up 7 runs. In their best game, one gave up one run. Hudson gave up 1 run, and Pomeranz game had no runs. So these is identical pitchers right here. Both of them, it's that time of the season again. They both struggling. They can't afford to just look at All-Star break and avoid this game. Somebody's trying to pull a win, and I'm gonna stay on the home side, and I expect them to get it done early.
Yeah, I get it. And I also get why the under is in play. I don't fully understand why it would have gone from 8 to 8.5. Let's see if other books opened it at 8.5. Well, yeah, the under was open at 8.5 here at Pinnacle. And within half an hour went down to 8, and then back at 8.5, and down to 8. Been sitting at 8.5 for a while. Yeah, I like the under here. I'm with Nut Flush. Dave LA said, did you tweet out your CFL plays? No, Dave, I haven't. I wanted to talk them out here on the show because I'm not sold on the Bombers. And everybody on the chat is sold on the Bombers, and I'm not. And now that it's a 3-point spread, I'm close to making a move on Ottawa Red Blacks. So I just need to talk it out. I'm going to make a move on the under. I'm going to make a move on the under right now. You guys have talked me into it. I think that makes sense here. I think that Hudson can slow these guys down, although Hudson is a bit vulnerable with that high whip. But I do think that this is a nice spot. We had some differencing of opinions on how strong the wind is. I have 10 miles per hour. We know that doesn't matter quite as much with this at this ballpark. So I'm going to take the under 8.5. I'm going to back the under 8.5 here. I'm getting under 8.5. Under 8.5. Sorry, let me quickly see what I'm getting. Under 8.5 at minus 103. And that's available at Bookmaker. Under 8.5 at minus, oh wait, what's that? Oh no, that's not the book we use. Okay, at minus 103. Nutflush says staying off the total, going to shoot for a score on the Giants run line. And Raven in the Desert like in the over. I think there's not going to be a lot of runs in this one. I'm still going to take the under 8.5 minus 103. Big Boss, thank you so much for joining us, my man. Can you talk a little bit about the big contest that you're running at SBR and let us know where we can find you on Twitter?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Don't even find me on Twitter no more, though, Jimmy. Just come straight to the SBR network or the SCR forum, sportsbookreview.com. Go to the contest section. Go to the DJ Big Boss contest. And if you ain't join right there. But if you got some smack to talk or anything, I welcome that too. I'm always in the chat box right there. Drop a line in the chat and we can have some fun. We're having an exciting time over there. My man Q Peso still in the top 10. We still got low baggers everywhere up and down the contest. So we're doing great. And I'm doing pretty bad. But, I'm just letting y'all get out to the league so I can catch up and go right past y'all. Y'all understand this theology I got going on this one. So all those that's been telling me, hey, you number 184 and everybody's going to get 200 extra points. Look here, that's just a setup. But I'm going to relax, man. I'm going to have a nice meatloaf dinner with Miss Kathleen right here. And we're going to wheel a scooter inside. We're going to make magic right over there, man, and watch some old flicks of I Love Lucy.
Oh, man, that sounds real good. Please take a lukewarm bath with Miss Kathleen for me. A lukewarm bath with no soap would really mean the world to me. There's our guy, DJ Big Boss, joining us from Long Beach, California. Beautiful stuff. Okay, now let's bring in Donnie Rightside to our show. Love having Donnie Rightside on our Fridays, and we still have a lot of work to do on this baseball card, so he is coming in at the perfect time. Donnie Rightside, thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing on this Friday evening?
Coming in hot on a Friday, Jimmy. Of course, as we always say, there's no better way to end the week than coming right on here with you, talking a little bit of Major League Baseball and setting up the weekend. It doesn't get any better than that.
It doesn't get any better than that. Yes, it doesn't. And also, I'm off all next week, Donnie, going up north where we are the NBA champions. And I'm very, very excited about getting back to Canada. I haven't been to Toronto in a year, since last August. So I'm excited to get back there. Donnie, my guy, let's get to work. What are you looking at?
Yeah, a couple games. I mean, I popped into the chat box and tried to get a little bit of a read. Right now, I'm not really firing on side plays, but I'll tell you, there's one side that actually has really piqued my interest, Jimmy. It's a late night game out on the West Coast. Little San Francisco Giants action. You saw the big line move to open the day. Now you're getting San Francisco around minus 110 in that range. And you're looking and saying, now, what are we missing here? Pomerantz is on the mound. He gets shelled by right-handed bats. You know the Cardinals are going to line up right-handed bats. But then you take a look at Pomerantz on the season. Last 4 games at home, Jimmy, 20 innings pitched over those 4 starts, only 2 earned runs. Something's up here. And I hit a couple team totals on San Francisco in the past couple of days. The bats are waking up. They're looking more lively. I actually agree with that line move. I think San Francisco's live here at minus 110.
I think they're live too. One thing I'm really trying not to do is to get out, jump on the ass end of the line. I just not going to succeed. I feel like long term. I think you guys are right. I think San Francisco is very live here, but I would have loved them even at plus 102 or something that we could have got this morning. So I'm going to stay off. I did make a move on the under 8.5, though. I think Dakota Hudson, if Dakota Hudson slows down these Giants bats enough, I think Drew can slow down the Cards bats. So I did make a move on the under 8.5. What do you think of that?
Yeah, no, I like that move. I like that move a lot. Because let me just bring up some statistics here while we'll take a look at the San Francisco Giants. Because when you're looking at Dakota Hudson, the thing that you get a little bit worried about, he's really good against right-handed batters. 282 weighted on base average, .086 ISO. He's holding them down. Now, when you take a look at the left-handed bats that are going to be in the lineup tonight, what do you got? Belt, Sandoval, Dickerson, Crawford, and Panic. You have 5 left-handed bats. That's your chance to cash in. But the thing you always have on your side, Jimmy, when you're betting San Francisco at home with an under, the ballpark is massive. I mean, it just speaks on unders. So you need 9 runs to beat you. I agree the way you're looking at it, Jimmy.
Beautiful. And just shouting out our guy, Noli knows. C-Dom says, Jimmy, was there a taint play of the day? I had a lot of work today. No, there was no taint play of the day today. Matt Randall taking the day off. All right, Donnie, what's next on the docket? I'm pumped.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Let's go a little bit early in the day. A couple of the 7 o'clock games really have my eye, and we're going to take a look at one of those games. The one team that's been real unkind to me, Jimmy, we forget about the New York Mets. New York Mets have always treated me unkind when betting in team totals, sides, totals, overs, doesn't matter. But when you take a look at the Milwaukee Brewers, they've always been, a little bit saying, you know what, look at this lineup. They should be able to hit better. So I'm going to turn the tables tonight. We're going to go a little bit of Pittsburgh Pirates action. We're going to go against Zach Davies in this. And I got it a little bit earlier today. We're going to go 4.5. I got it at minus 113 as a team total going over that 4.5, Jimmy. Sitting around that 125, maybe 130 range. So it's going up a little. Still like to play a lot. They should be able to get the 5 runs. The reason why we like it here is because you can get a nice mix of left-handed bats if you're the Pittsburgh Pirates. When we take a look at their lineup as a whole, Elias Diaz seems like he's always the odd man out in that lineup. But they stack him 8th here today. So you have the first 7 batters to go up against Zach Davies, who not an overpowering guy. The things, when you try to take a look at a team total, I want a lot of balls in play. I want a pitcher that's going to say, you know what, I'm pitching the contact, because the more contact you get, the more chances that the ball goes in play, home run, base hit, double, whatever it might be. Looking at that lineup tonight for the Pittsburgh Pirates, you got Frazier's at 330 weighted on base average. That's the worst out of the first 7 guys, Jimmy. 407, 364, 452, 351, 352, 378, right down that line. Pittsburgh's getting 5 runs tonight, Jimmy. Take that team total over 4.5.
I love it. I'm already on it, but I didn't get nearly the line that you got this morning. During my show, I got 4.5 at minus 128. So not nearly the line that you got. Jealous of your line, but I jumped on it. And I also took Pirates first 5 minus 110. I was on both those plays, so it gives me enormous confidence to know that you are on that as well. I love it. Okay, what's next on the docket?
Yeah, one of the lines I actually got, Jimmy, not as good as I got it this morning, which is actually a little bit better now. Last time I checked in, Kansas City, we're going to take a look at that game. Not for going with Kansas City overall because not playing that well, and Washington's playing really well. And keep an eye out on the NL East. The Atlanta Braves are really hot. They're hitting well. Phillies can't seem to find their way right now. This is the team that is the best overall pitching staff. If they pick up, Jimmy, an extra, bullpen guy looking forward, their 1-8 smokes it, and they have by far the top 3 pitchers in the division on that team to go 1-2-3 against you in a series. But taking a look tonight, I actually think there's a little bit of action that we can take on Kansas City's team total over. It's really low. Look, it's going to be hot and muggy, 85, 86 degrees at first pitch. Going to be that way all night. Voth is on the mound. One thing we know is Washington's going to be able to hit Keller. So if they can get 3 to 4 runs, that's going to push the pace for Kansas City. We'll get a full 9 runs up there. And we take a look at Voth, 4.37 ERA. He's still a young guy in the major league system, trying to work his way around. Gets lumped up by right-handed hitters, 340 weighted on base average with a 304 ISO. And when we take a look at the lineup, the first 5 batters in the lineup for Kansas City should do well. 378 weighted on base average, 328, 357, 419, and 358 going against right-handed starting pitchers. And then we're dealing with the Washington bullpen. So not really too much to worry about. I think they can get 4 to at least get you that push. 5 will get us the chicken dinner tonight, Jimmy. I'm going over the 4.
Interesting. Very, very interesting look. I'm going to see what I can get right now on that. I am on the full game over 10.5, and that has moved 5 cents against me. So it's similar to what you were saying with the line moving against you. Yeah, it's moved 5 cents against me. If I wanted the Royals here at Pinnacle, what would I get? Sorry, let's go to American League. Here we go. If I wanted the Royals over 4.5 at plus 113. I like that you got the 4. I think that's a nice move. You get to that 4. I guess I'm going to need you to get to the 5, really, if I can get to this 10.5. But I like it. I'm not sure what to make of Voth. His numbers in Fresno, and we know the offense in Fresno in that PCL AAA park, we're fine. A 4.40 ERA, 1.35 whip, that's really good there. 68K, 61 in the third. But he is a 27-year-old, not really highly thought of prospect. And I think that he can get touched, and Brad Keller's not look good. So I went on the full game over 10.5. But I love this. This is I'm very interested to see how I do tonight now, because often when you've come in, I have tailed your team totals and moved with where you were. Right now, everything you're talking about is correlating with my early action, and I only made 6 bets on the early show, so I'm very interested if this is a sign of future glory, which is what I'm expecting here. Do you have anything else on the card, or is it cool if I ask you about a couple games?
Yeah, to get one more here, and you like this. We're going to go north of the border, Jimmy. We're going to go up to that Toronto game, and the one thing that we always like, and I can't stress this enough, even if you're listening to the chat box, it's not even about capping itself. Find these places and always look at the temperatures here. When you're looking north of the border in the Rogers Center, when that roof is open, it's like a pinball machine in there. It's going to be warm weather in Toronto tonight, mid-80s at first pitch. That's a big difference from when it's closed, and it's very easy to go check. A lot of services do it, or you can just go on the website for the Toronto Blue Jays and check that as well. The same thing takes place down in Arizona for the Diamondbacks. Tonight, it's 107 degrees at first pitch. There's fireworks. They usually keep that roof open tonight, but tonight it's going to be closed, which changes it to the big humidor again. Whenever you can get some of these stadiums here that are usually domes with the retractable roofs open, you're going to get that added bump. So I'm going to Toronto tonight. Not only, I didn't play the over, but I really like the over in this game because you have 2 pitchers that are going to be hittable in this, but I really factored it in. I got a really good line earlier this morning at 4.5, but I paid a lot of juice for that team total at minus 134 for Toronto. Dylan Bundy's going to be on the mound. He gets rocked by right-handed batters, but also still gives it up against lefties. 337 weighted on base average, 185 ISO. You have a good-looking lineup out there tonight, Jimmy. We're talking about Sogard's a lefty, Galvis is a lefty, Biggio, Smoke, and Talese, and the rest righties. That nice righty-lefty mix tonight. The roof is going to be open. They're going to get 5+ runs in this game tonight for Toronto. I even like it over because we're talking about 2 bullpens that are very average. Roof open says a lot of runs for me. I think Toronto has no problem getting 6. I'm just mad I didn't play it yesterday when I got scared off when the team total was 5, saying, I don't know if they can get 6 runs. If they can do that against Boston, they're doing that again tonight because the lineup is even better tonight than it was yesterday.
Yeah, I agree. I was just, when I was capping this game this morning, and this is something that I think is a fault of mine, I was struggling with it. I know that Sanchez has been so bad this year, but I watched an interview of him. He's taking it upon himself. He's saying that, watch this. Now, it also, very interestingly enough, he gets to his 5-year of service mark on Sunday.
Yeah.
and he still has an option left before Sunday. So if he shits the bed in this start, we could send him down to Buffalo. And, I wonder how he handles it. Ever since Sanchez and Stroman got in that fight, because they were best friends. When Sanchez was the ERA leader in the American League in 2017, they were best friends. Since that fight, and I don't know exactly what's going on now, but they don't seem close, and Sanchez just seems bad. He just seems bad. Big Ragoo says the whole world on Toronto game over. So what happened when I was trying to figure this out, and Bundy's always being tricky for me. When I think Bundy's going to get touched, he throws a great start. When I back Bundy, he allows 4 or 5 home runs. And what I did was I was like, you know what? Because I'm up 13 units this week in MLB, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to bother capping with these shit teams, and I put it away. And then another issue was the total opened at 9. It was open at 9.5, and then it was at 10.5. And I was like, God, why am I always on these ass ends of the line? And I didn't want to do it, and I ended up not taking it. Dave LA says, Jimmy, don't think like a fan. Take the over. Guru Sports says, full game over. You want Baltimore bats? They will hit Sanchez. Nut Flush Allen says, don't trust Baltimore. At this point, would you still take the over at 10.5, Donnie?
I mean, to be honest, I don't see any reason why, Jimmy, both of these teams don't get to 5 runs. I mean, you're talking about two baseball teams that aren't, I don't want to say going to contend for the major or the American League pennant at this point. So you're not really looking at crazy bullpens coming in. So if these guys do have good starts, I mean, how many times have we seen even good bullpens, Jimmy, blow up in the 7th and 8th inning, 3-4 runs come across? I would be shocked if this game ends like a 3-1. It just smells 6-5, 7-5, 6-6 in the 8th inning. That's just the way I read this game. And again, liked a little bit warmer weather, but I like the way the bats are coming around for Toronto. I think Toronto smokes them up a little bit here.
Yeah, the team totals moved to 5.5. In their tops just hung an 11 on this game. That just moved, hung an 11. I bet you bookmaker follows suit because they're already at minus 125. Pinnacle probably follows suit too because they're under 10.5 is at plus 104. Wow. Rich G said I took Blue Jays O's first 5 over 6. Man, Ron Loft says Baltimore first 5 main bet for me. That's an interesting look too. The market's been moving in Toronto's favor. Another thing I've done is I've just stayed away from most of the Blue Jays games. I had the Red Sox last night because I couldn't believe there wasn't a bigger market move when Stroman left.
Yeah.
And then we had these openers. And then I was sort of fortunate because it was 6-1 Jays. And I was like, man, I was going to get hurt this morning. Pie Guy says, what do you think about it? Oh, wow. Dave Elliott says it's projected for 15. What do you think about a side in this game?
Aside in this game, I mean, it's kind of tough because both of the pitchers that you're looking at this point, I mean, they're almost identical looking in the mirrors. I'm just trying to take the team that I think is going to hit a little bit better. But I mean, open up 125, move in the Toronto direction. I think Toronto's the better team. And I'm going to say, if I think Toronto's going to get 6 runs, which I do tonight, Jimmy, or even more, I got to stick with that side. I can't say, it's a little bit high to take Toronto at that price range. Well, then I'm going to expect Baltimore to get 8 runs. I think Toronto carries this Tide tonight and wins this game.
Yeah, Canadian Capper saying Gurriel Jr. not in the lineup tonight. Let's look for the Jays. Sogard, Galvis, Guerrero Jr., Biggio, Jansen. Danny Jansen starting to smash. Smoke.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it's wild. Smoke, Drury, Tellez, Hernandez. It's a good lineup. Even without Gurriel, it's a good lineup. And then Baltimore, VR, Smith, Mancini, Cisco, Nunez, Santander, Davis, Ruiz, Martin. Interesting. And is there anything else you're looking at this card?
The only one that looks just too easy to be true, Jimmy, and just going up out in the Pacific Northwest, Oakland and Seattle. I've watched Kikuchi many a times. I mean, he's almost like the perfect storm for a team total or an over for the other team because he's, still young, trying to work his way through, gives up hits, gives up extra base hits, and walks guys at the same time. And let's not forget, I was going on Fangraphs this morning, just doing a little bit of research, and the number one tagline that comes up right below him, Jimmy, oh yeah, Kikuchi's still supposed to start Friday night despite the impending birth of his first child. So good luck with going that on the mound where your beeper can go off at any time or you're calling your wife or your girlfriend all throughout the day to see if she's going to have a kid. There's a lot on this kid's mind. And let's not forget the one thing that should be on his mind, that Oakland team's ready to rake and they'll probably bust him up tonight.
Wow, that's an interesting storyline that I did not know about. I'm so happy you brought that game up because that's the one game, that's still the lone game that we haven't talked about during these 2 shows. So just perfect work there. So there's been a huge move towards the A's and Brett Anderson. I'm telling you, if I bet on Brett Anderson's just been the bane of my existence the last couple of years. There are a couple of pitchers that I do not believe in Brett Anderson. I watch him get arm fatigue. I watch him struggle. But again, if I wanted the A's, I should have taken them already. I mean, at BetOnline, there's been a 28-cent move towards the A's But that just makes so much sense to me. So much sense. Coco Bongo saying his wife is pregnant. Non-applicable saying Seattle is shat. Man, I want to grab this.
But even when you look at the other side, like Kikuchi's a lefty. And what do we know that the Oakland A's can do, Jimmy, when you just keep it simple? They throw every righty in the book at you. They have one lefty that's probably going to be in the lineup tonight, which is Matt Olson. Oh, yeah, has a 368 ISO and a 414. Not a bad lefty to have in. But when you look at the projected lineup, everybody has a chance to rake this kid. And then when we talk about, maybe the fire's not out, maybe Kikuchi goes 5 innings, 3 earned. You're also talking about Oakland on the road getting the full 9 at-bats against the bullpen of the Seattle Mariners. What's not to like? But it's one of those games where you look at it and say, am I missing something here? Because it looks a little bit too easy to be true right now. And also from the opposite side, Jimmy, Seattle Mariners going against a lefty. What do we like with the Seattle Mariners? I love when they go against a righty. Why? Because they load up on lefties at the plate. Lefties on lefties. Usually the lefty pitcher is going to win out. This looks too easy on Oakland tonight for me.
And so when you say it looks too easy, does that mean that you're hesitant to make the bet because it looks too easy?
Not really. I mean, I might come. I'm actually still waiting. I didn't check the lines to see if actually Oakland's final roster is out, because I've been on the opposite side where you say, hey, let me get in on this game early and be like, well, why did they not start this guy? And Chris Davis isn't going to be in tonight. And, this happens there. If the lineup comes out strong, there's really no reason you shouldn't be on Oakland tonight. Even, look at the line. It's moving. It looks too easy. Sometimes the ones that look too easy are supposed to be easy, and you win those. I can't back Seattle in any shot in this game at all, especially when you see Kikuchi on the mound. They've already seen this young kid already. Some of these, overseas pitchers, Japanese pitchers, or young, like, flamethrowers. You haven't seen them before, so it takes you a while to get caught up. They've already seen them as well.
Yeah, this makes a ton of sense. I want to see when this move happens. So Pinnacle opened Oakland at minus 135. So Pinnacle, there's only been a 13-cent move. That makes me feel a little better. It was Bet Online that was first to the market where the big move is. Russell Gordy says, don't trust Oakland on the road. Seattle at home, live dog. And Ulysses Hayes saying Oakland on the road is tough. Yeah, I think that, and Brett Anderson, I just don't trust. Let me just take a quick look at the total. Maybe I should just focus on the total going over, even though you're right. Like, maybe it should just be the A's team total over, because that's something we can bank on with all these right-handed bats.
Look, again, it's one of those games, Jimmy, where, like, when you really think about it and break it down, if Kikuchi goes 6 innings, 1 earned, and Seattle's bullpen shuts it down, you say, you know what? Hey, some of these crazy things are going to happen. But that lineup hits, man. I mean, they whack around Barrios yesterday. Now they're going to get Kikuchi that they've already seen and struggles with a lot of the things that Oakland's going to want to do well. Maybe if it was a lefty lineup that you're going to put out there for Oakland, but they're probably going to throw 8 right-handed batters at this lefty tonight and just force them to say, look, come in our kitchen here. We're going to start raking.
Yeah, and our guy Capper Investments, Twatty Latte, liking it says play of the day is Oakland money line. Mally Mal saying Oakland easy pick tonight, simple. Ulysses Hayes likes the under in this game. Okay, I'll take the A's on the -1 line. That's a money line of -147 and a -1.5 line of +105. Shout out to Stat Guap in the house and Nutflush Allen saying Twatty, I like that. Michael Irvelina says if Oakland team total goes over, then they win. If not, Seattle big live dog.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, it's 5.5 in my book. I'm going to stay off it. Donnie, what a treat it is to have these Fridays with you, to put a bow on the week. We absolutely love having you. Where can we find you on Twitter, and what shows you got coming up?
Yeah, as always, Twitter at RightSideVP. And the good part about it as well, Jim, I know you're going away next week. We actually take a 3-week hiatus on that betting show. I get to sleep in. I don't have to punch up scripts. I don't have to be on air in mid-afternoon. It's going to be a treat. Recharge those batteries, get ready for football season. It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, as we always like to say, Jimmy, there's a lot of good stuff going on at SBR Odds and SportsbookReview.com. A lot of really good people. I mean, look at the chat box flaming up there, and all the people out of that chat box that I see on my timeline doing their own thing, grinding out there, putting out picks, putting out good content. It's great that SBR was in the forefront of that and gave so many people, including me, a platform to come out and talk to the people out here. Information is always king. I love being on the show, Jimmy. It's a lot of fun. It's the easiest part of my week and the best way to wrap it up, man. I love it.
Oh, man, I love it too. Well said, well put. There is our guy, Donnie Rightside. Enjoy those 3 weeks. And when you come back in action, we got football. But first, we got Miami. If you want to party with Donnie Rightside, you got to come to Miami. We're putting the down payment on Monday on the hotel, and that's when it's just done, locked, and we can announce everything. That will be on Monday in Miami. Donnie Rightside, thank you so much for joining us, my guy.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Take that week off, relax, enjoy it. And maybe as you're flying out, Kawhi signs with Toronto, which we're all hoping for, and you get that extra added bonus, Jimmy. Have a good one, man.
Thanks, man. Yes, we are praying that it's a celebration celebrating Kawhi. All right, that was Donnie Rightside. So I'd like to go over quickly a couple more of these plays, these actions. Goose is back saying Donnie's plays. Donnie's on the Royals team total over. He's on the Pirates team total over. He was on the Blue Jays team total over. And finally, there was one more. Let me just go through this. What's the last one? Sorry, he talked about the A's. I guess he just talked about the A's as his fourth game. Love it. Okay, now we have more baseball. I want to talk more baseball. We got to talk CFL, but we also have my guy, the fight analyst, and we also have the number one video. I'd like just to take this little move in the show to drop our guy, the fight analyst video, and then I want to talk CFL, and then I want to go once over back the MLB and the WNBA card. Rafa, we cool to hit the fight analyst video? We cool to pop that off? Let's get after it. Our guy, the fight analyst.
What's going on, everybody? It's the fight analyst here. We're coming off another great weekend at UFC Minneapolis where we cashed our bets on Damian Maia. He was able to pretty much control the first two rounds and kind of took the last round off, but I feel like he completely dominated the first two rounds where we were able to cash that bet. It was a fantastic night. So now we look forward to arguably one of the best fight cards of the year at UFC 239. We have our headliner in Jon Jones versus Thiago Santos, which looks like to be a phenomenal fight. A lot of firepower on both sides of the octagon there. But as far as us making some money, we're looking to cash our bets on Ben Askren here by decision at minus 105. With this fight, Jorge Masvidal is a fantastic fighter. He's very tough. Actually, he's never been finished in his 16-fight professional career with the UFC, which is kind of insane if you really think about it. With Askren, he's got a tough chin, as he showed against Robbie Lawler in his last fight, getting completely wailed on for the first, half of the round. But he was able to keep his composure and his chin on his shoulders. Apparently, I don't know how, but he was able to push through that, take him down, and eventually choke him out in the first round. But with this fight, Jorge Masvidal, like I said, is super tough. I don't see Askren being able to really finish him, especially on the mat. Even Damian Maia was able to jump on his back and backpack him for an entire almost like 3 rounds. 2 full rounds of the last round, he actually did work. But as far as this goes, Masvidal is probably going to get controlled for the entirety of this fight on the ground. And once it gets there or up against the cage, I mean, he's going to have his time where he's able to, land some shots. But like I said, Askren's got a chin, and I don't see Masvidal being able to put him away. The only type of people that are really going to be able to beat him is somebody like Kamaru Usman, who's got fantastic, defensive wrestling, and he'll be able to light him up on the feet as well as take him down and control him. But with this fight, Masvidal definitely is only 1-5 in his last 6 fights that have gone to a decision. So it's very unlikely he's going to do enough to get the fight in the judge's hands if it gets there. So that's my pick for you this weekend. That's Ben Askren minus 105 inside the distance. You can get that at 5 dimes. Remember, you guys can always follow me on Twitter. I throw a ton of these stats out there that you can pick and choose and make some money off of. My Twitter handle is at Fight Analysts with an S. That's at Fight Analysts with an S. Let's get this money this weekend, and best of luck to all of you. Let's get it.
There's our guy, the fight analyst, that is with an extra S, Fight Analysts. And great guy on Ben Askren. Ben Askren. I love having all these guys bring in their plays of the day. Please follow the Fight Analysts. He's a great guy, part of the Low Bag fam. And another guy that you'll get to party with if you come to Miami, because he lives in Miami. We're going to roll with our guy. All right, it's time to talk CFL, and it's time for me to make a move that's going against everybody. And I don't like doing that, but it's time to do it. And I also think that there's a good reason why this game is moving towards the over. And without Big Hill in the lineup for the Bombers, I guess the over is in play. And I know that there's the idea like, oh, who would ever take a over or an under in CFL? And I'm not like that at all. And if you've seen my record, I guess I've had one over, but I've had about 4 unders that I've already taken this year. But I know why this market move is moving back to the over. And Pinnacle never went down. Yeah, Pinnacle went down to 51.5 too. And then that over started getting touched. I don't like the Red Blacks defense, and I think that the Red Blacks have a lot to prove. They have a lot of ex-Bombers on their team, and their quarterback is another ex-Bomber who has a lot to prove. Red Blacks are also coming off a bye week, and we've heard everybody and their mama on the Bombers. Do I want to go up against a guy like Babano on this bet? No, I don't want to. And I've been trying not to, but I keep going back to the Red Blacks off of a bye, and this is something that they weren't very good at last year, coming off a bye, and I think they'll be better at this year. Red Blacks coming off a bye. They haven't played since that big 44-41 win in Regina. Winnipeg beat Edmonton 28-21 at home last week. Matt Nichols threw 3 touchdowns and 200 yards in the win. Matthews, their big receiver that they picked up off the Stampeders, who spent 5 years in the NFL, or trying to really play in the NFL, is not being that strong. He's still going to be a dangerous receiver, but for some reason, him and Nichols aren't on the same page. Lucky Whitehead is stepping up, and I don't know if that's actually going to continue. Matt Nichols has won 7 consecutive starts dating back to 2018, and I know we talked about the Bombers possibly being the class in this league, but I think we're asking for too much. And now we're taking Biggle off of this defensive line, and I'm going to go. I have not seen anybody say Red Blacks yet. I've only seen people backing the Bombers, and I've been trying not to do this, and I am going to do this. I'm going to take the Red Blacks, and I'm also going to take the over. I think offense is going to be easier here than it was in that game versus the Eskies. The Red Blacks are also missing a couple players. They're missing Nicholas Boulay and Michael Klassen, but they've had time to put this shit together off of the bye. The Bombers not having Adam Biggle is huge. I mean, this guy is absolutely spectacular. He's so good. Also, Lewis Ward, the Ottawa Red Blacks kicker, I know this isn't that big of a deal, but I don't think he's going to be in the CFL for long. He's hit 57 straight kicks. He's missed 1 kick in his whole entire career. All that said and done, I'm going to go up against Babano and everybody on the Bombers, and I didn't want to do this, but now if you're going to hang a 3 at me with these Red Blacks off of a break, and this isn't to say that the Bombers aren't the class of the league. They still could be, but these road games early in the season are difficult, and we just saw the Ticats beating the shit out of everyone, going to Hamilton and lose. We've already seen the Red Blacks go into Saskatchewan and beat them in a high-scoring affair. I love that the Red Blacks got a bye week after their first 2 games, and Shadow said I could go Ottawa -3, and that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm booking it right now. I'm taking Red Blacks -3. I'm getting -108 here at Pinnacle. Now, it was just 3s across the board, and now there's 3.5s back at Heritage, 3.5s back at Bookmaker, and I understand why. And I was trying not to do this. But I'm taking the Red Blacks at -3 at -108. All right, -3 at -108. And then I am taking the over in this game tonight. The over. Let me just take a quick double check on the weather quickly. One last check on the Ottawa weather quickly. And Friday, let me go hourly because there's going to be storms there. And let's just make sure that we have severe storm warning 5 minutes ago. Let's just see if that can get through before game time, because game time's what, in like 26 minutes? We have a severe storm warning. Ottawa alert in effect. Sorry, you guys, it's just going to take me a second. Let's go to hourly Ottawa AccuWeather. See if that storm can get off the field. And thunderstorm 6-7, and then it becomes a really nice night. All right, I'm in. I'm taking the over, and the over is 53 at Bavad. 53 at minus 105 at Heritage. Wow, and that's already gone up to 54. We saw 51 and a half. I understand why this is good. When they announced Big Hill's not going to be in the lineup, he could be the best. He's 30, and he could be the best defender in the CFL. Over 53 at minus 105 at Heritage. Over 53 at minus 105 at Heritage. Jay Scum says, well, Jimmy, I guess we're head-to-head on CFL, but I get it. Sometimes going against the public gets you paid. And Lamont Williams, there is no taint play at this point. No taint play. And Nutflash Allen said, Jimmy, you remember when we were on the Golden Nugget in Vegas all betting at the same time we smashed it? Yes, that was some of the greatest memories I have ever had. Okay, so those are my 2 editions on CFL. I'm going to finish off and then tweet out the later games, the later actions, Saturday and Sunday CFL games. I'm going to wait a little bit. Alex Ramirez, 2 plays of the day, Braves minus 1.5 and Dodgers minus 1.5. Okay, we got to quickly talk about these spots here in the WNBA and see if things have changed. And then we're going to go over baseball one more time. So we've had to move from the morning. So the Mystics open at -2. Then this morning, Aces are at -1. And now the Mystics are back favored again. My guy, Ron Walsek, is so good. He's so good. And let's talk about what he's on. He is on the over 159 in New York and Phoenix. And that's kind of stayed at 159, 159.5. He is also on Dallas and the over. Indiana Fever versus Dallas Wings. It's a very low total at 148. Fever Wings, 148. And then he's on, that's it. Those are his spots. He's also leaning towards the Liberty. Lamont Williams, yes. Black Baller says, now I have the same lung issues that you had. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that, Black Baller. Hate hearing that. Yes, Ian is on the Bombers, and so is everybody. And Not Plugo says, he's on Sask. Yes, he's also on Saskatchewan, but I just need a little bit more time for that game, so I'm not going to put it out right now. And Ron Lofton just parlayed Jimmy's place. CFL, Ottawa, and the over. I did not want to do it. But the capping just pushed me in that direction. So, Ron Walsek liking overs. Now, if we go back to what we talked about on the early show, we have Rod Zawacki capping an 89-77 final score, an 89-77, which is right on the total. Wow, that's right. Exactly on the total. Pink Eyed Genie told us that King Rail was on the Fever, the Indiana Fever, at +3.5. Then we have more information from Tomar saying Mystics are the better team. They want to show Vegas that they can beat them. Ben Sports 24/7 like Seattle Storm first quarter. And we remember that Tomar is on Atlanta at +9. And there's Ron Walsek right there. There's my guy. Says, have a great vacation. Lad. Big Boss would approve public urination. Thank you. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, our guy, Ron Walsek. Thank you, Big Ragu, but I'm very uncomfortable going against all these guys on the Bombers, so I don't know if this is the spot that you want to tail. Ron Walsek says, Seattle Storm put the dream to sleep, win by more than 10. Russell Gordy saying, praise for Teddy Bruschi. Teddy will bounce back, I believe. I believe Teddy can bounce back from this. He's done it before. He can do it again, but it's scary stuff. All right, so Ron Walsek liking the overs in those 2 games. Let's go over it again. So he's liking the over 159 in that Phoenix Knicks game, and he's also liking the over in that Dallas game. So the over in this Dallas game, it's at 148 or 148.5, and the over in the Liberty Mercury game, both teams have won 3 straight, and I like those looks. Sports Cake says Aces are getting the respect for what they should be, but not what they are right now. Mystics big. Wow. And Ski Profit, remember Ski Profit? He said, and I quote, if you like the Aces, take the Aces first quarter. If you like the Mystics, take the Mystics full game. Wow, Jay and you know what? Okay. Now, remember when I say this, that I bet $150, and that may go up on CFL, but I only put $100 on these WNBA games. I'm gonna follow suit with these guys. I'm gonna roll with this. So I'm gonna take the over in Fever Wings. I'm getting over 148 at minus 109 at Pinnacle. So that's Indiana, Dallas over 148 at minus 109. And then I'm going to take the over in Liberty Mercury. I'm getting 159.5 at minus 108. That's available at 5 dimes. So that's New York against at Phoenix. And I'm going to take the over 159.5. And that's at minus 108. All right, book that. And then I'm going to go with these guys. I'm going to go with these guys who are, but Raven in the Desert liking aces in the under. And Not Applicable says, like the Mystics, 2 best team in WNBA. I think it's time where they're just going to send a message to this team. So let me see what I get on the money line, see if I get a plus line here. I'm a little concerned because the aces really need to step up here. But I'm going to back it. UWager hanging a plus line. Wow. UWager hanging a plus 105. Intertop's hanging a plus 100, so I guess it makes sense. Okay, I'm going to take UWagers plus 105 on the Mystics. Mystics plus 105. All right. Let's quickly go over baseball and then bring in our guy Lucrative Larry to put a bow on this bad boy. Low Eastside Roller says, I like every game under except the Fever game. Well, at least I'm on the over there on the Fever game. Okay. So, to go over it, I'm on the Rough Riders. Sorry, that's what they were once called. I'm on the Red Blacks. I'm taking Ottawa off of the bye, and I'm nervous about it. I'm on the over, too. Bigelow out of the lineup is a huge deal to this Bombers defense, and Dominique Davis has a ton to prove. Thank you for reminding me, Rafa. So I'm on those. Then in WNBA, I'm on Indiana, Dallas over 148 at minus 109. I'm on New York Phoenix over 159.5 minus 108. And I'm on the Mystics plus 105 money line. And then in baseball, I'm on Royals Nationals over 10.5 at minus 103. I'm on the Pirates team total over 4.5 minus 128. And the Pirates first 5 at minus 110. I'm on the Red Sox Tigers over 10.5 at minus 120. I'm on the Yankees Rays first 5 under 5 at minus 130. I bet it at 4.5. There was only a 5 available at Bovada. I'm on the Mets team total over 4.5 at minus 124. And then I stayed off of this Marlins Braves game, and I don't know if that was the smart thing to do. Man, I wish we had another half an hour. Okay, this Marlins Braves game, I stayed off because everybody was on the Marlins, and I stayed off. But I question whether Yamamoto can get through this team here, but I'm off of it. Not Applicable says Larry has syphilis, signed Freddie. Interesting stuff. And bitch slapped the bookie. Boom, my guy says Mystics easy money. Good, I like hearing that. Okay, and Raven says Mystics beat Aces June 20th in Las Vegas. Not again. Okay, so then I'm off Angels, Astros, and that was a game we said we were going to talk about more in the late show because there was 3 pitching changes as of yesterday, and I've not got to it yet, and I apologize. Canadian Capper Beaver, big Beaver play today. Galvis, total bases over 1.5 plus 110. Top set like in the first 5 under in the Marlins game. And then Rockies, Diamondbacks, I've stayed off. Greinke, a big favorite here. There's my guy, Juan Ruiz. Says, stuck at work, trying to take some notes. Much love to you, Juan Ruiz. Have a great weekend, my guy. And then Padres, Dodgers, I've stayed off. But I did add 1 play in MLB, and that's just the A's, Oakland A's, -1. And Greatest Ever says, sup with the Astros, Jimmy. I should have broke that game down more, and I'm sorry. We just had so much to talk about here. And we got a little caught up with Von Polo's child and naming it. But the Verlander opened at -215 with a different pitcher. Once Ramirez was announced, it's gone up to -233 at BetOnline. So that is my action. That is my Great Services Astros. Who you like? I just feel like the Angels are a tricky team to mess with right now. But yeah, I think they're going to be tired. I would take the Astros here. Let's quickly look at these lineups and see if they're ready to go. For the Angels, Calhoun, Trout, Ohtani, Simmons, Pujols, Parker, Lucroy, Rengifo, Fletcher. For the Astros, Springer, Altuve, Bregman, Brantley, Alvarez, Gurriel, Reddick, Chirinos, and Straw. Yeah, I mean, I would, but you need them to win -1.5 here. And let's see what we get on the -1.5 here with the Astros. -123, -130. I'm not going to mess with that. Rich G on the Angels team total over 3.5. Interesting. that's my action. And I'm putting a bow on it, man. I'm going up to Kanata. Going up to Kanata, Tirana. And I'm very, very, very excited. Nova Sports Network says, draw first inning. Dave LA says, first 5 bets, 1 or 2 wins. Marlins plus 155, Padres plus 175, and Rockies plus 160. Wow, I like those looks, Dave. That's exciting, man. That's really exciting. Safe travels. And now that I know that you're tailing my CFL, I'm nervous. But I'm going against everybody. I'm taking the Red Blacks. And I'm taking the over, which is not necessarily going. The total isn't going over against anyone. But I've not heard anyone on the Red Blacks. I've heard everybody on these Bombers. You guys, I get to go back to Toronto and I get to hang out with like 25 of us, and it's going to be so much fun. And Sonny Vega making an appearance. That's so wonderful. We have Maxwell Smart there, Taylor Stevens. It's just going to be so much fun. If any of you guys are in the Ontario area, please join us at the Wild Wing on Friday night. We're getting it done. Michael Irvelina, much love to you. You guys, it's just so, I'm so lucky and I'm so thankful to have had this opportunity the last almost 20 months or so working with you guys, and you guys have become such good friends of mine, and I get to hang in Toronto with you, and then we all get to hang in Miami, and I'm just so thankful to have you guys in my life. So much love to you guys. And we have a number 1 video that we got to pop off, and then we will bring on Lucrative Larry.
Let's start this clip with the obvious thing. Fuck VAR. Video assistant referee is useless. Didn't work for Argentina against Brazil. They screw us. They hate us. They envy us. Screw Conmebol. Long live Argentina, papa. So, you know who I hell also? Jimmy. He has been walking off, showing off like he's the man because he has some wicks on fire. Guess what, motherfucker? You're still down 10 units on MLB. I'm on fire my whole life. I'm not half as cocky as you are. Psst, but no more. I don't want to talk about him anymore. He doesn't deserve my time or my energy. So, my pick for this weekend is Argentina versus Chile for the 3rd place of Copa America, the game this Saturday. Argentina to win at -125. Available at Bovada. This game will be different to the rest for Argentina. They're relaxed. They don't have the pressure like the previous game. So expect them to win and play great football. It's going to be really fun. Don't miss it. Argentina to win at -125.
Well, I hope Argentina loses. And here we go. Here's Lucrative Larry coming in to put a bow on this week. Larry, what the hell's going on? You don't look good, man. What the hell's going on? What up? What's wrong?
I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good at all.
Okay. What happened?
I'm gonna need to leave early today.
Yeah. Why?
Mike's birthday was today, and oh my god.
Okay. All right. Again.
Mike's birthday was today.
Yeah.
And I ate all of his cake, and I ate a whole bunch of it.
Okay.
And not all of it, but it had some flowers on. Oh my god. It had some flowers on it.
Yeah.
And I ate the whole thing.
Yeah. So what? So what? What's wrong with the flowers?
I think they're poisonous.
Are you sure?
I think they're poisonous.
Were the flowers edible?
I think not. They weren't. I googled them.
And they're not edible.
They're poisonous.
That's the guy's like trying to poison you. Then why would you put something on the cake that's not edible?
I don't know, but I ate a whole bunch of them.
Is there the flowers on my cake?
I ate your cake. Oh, you were in the show.
You ate the cake that's on my desk?
Yep.
Well, then I'm happy that you're shitting yourself. What's your action?
I heard Freddie took a parlay, a 3-team parlay, so I'm taking
Freddie's
another.
heating up. Yeah.
So I took it. I'm gonna take another 3-team parlay.
Okay.
Because fuck them. I might die, but I'm gonna die with a fuck you on my. Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. Good. All right. What's your action?
Heading to WTA Wimbledon.
Nice.
Joanna Konta
Okay.
To win match, minus 200.
All right.
Oh boy. I feel like I ate
Okay.
3,000 colones.
That's not a lot. Okay, let's keep going.
I'm going to take Petra Kvitova to win match, minus 700.
All right.
And Ashley Barty to win 2 at minus 700. Oh, God. And the whole thing gives me a minus 105 at bet 365. Can I leave early tonight, Mr. Jimmy's?
Oh, I'm not your boss, man.
Oh, you're not my boss?
no.
Who's my boss? Oh, boy.
Okay, yeah. You just bounce, man. Just bounce. Here, leave me with the play, though. I still don't touch that assy shit. All right, you're on Konta, Kvitova, and Barty. Gives you a minus 105 3-game parlay. Jesus. All right. Day Junior Smile says maybe he's pregnant. All right.
Pregnant?
All right, okay. All right. I guess that wasn't the bang I was hoping to end this week on. But we're still on vacation next week, man. And I just can't wait. All right, sure. And I can't wait to hang with everybody in Toronto, man. Nothing makes me happier than when we get a chance to actually hang face to face. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. Dave LA, safe travels to Vegas. And let's keep rolling. Let's stay profitable and keep rolling. Much love to all of you guys. I will catch you in about, 10 days or so. 10 fucking days, except for my boys in the dot, who I'll be rolling with on Friday or earlier. So holler at me. And enjoy being alive. Slap ass, smile, be friendly, and just enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the summer. Leche! Hey, Los Bookmakers!